A New Zealand fugitive has been shot and killed by police after being on the run with his children since 2021. Tom Phillips had been on the run with his three children and living in remote bush on the North Island. One child was located near the scene, while New Zealand police confirmed they found the other two later this afternoon.
They've been found in a campsite not far from here, further up the Tianga Road. I can confirm that the children are well and uninjured. I want to acknowledge the people who've worked on the ground today and those that have been part of this difficult and taxing investigation for the 4 years that Tom Phillips and his children have remained outstanding.
And 3 News reporter Adam Hollingworth joins us now from Waitomo in New Zealand. Now, Tom Phillips has been evading authorities with his 3 kids for the past 4 years. Take us back to 2021 and the lead up to this disappearance.
Oh, yes, there was a custody dispute between him and his wife over the children. He was worried basically that the children would be taken off him. He went with the children for about a month and was then handed them in and turned up at his house. And we thought that was all over. However, about a month later, he went again. And this time he has remained on the run for the last 3.5 years. He has been seen on various occasions. He has been involved in various burglaries, theft of things like food and equipment. But today it all came to a head. There was an attempted ram raid on a business in Piopio, and a member of the public spotted them. He spotted him and a younger child with him, and the police responded immediately. They put down spikes on the road. He went over those spikes, and then he basically ended up about 200 meters down the road, confronting a police officer, the first one on the scene. The police officer was trying to get out of the car, and basically he shot at him, and he shot at him several times. The police officer was hit several times, and he also got hit in the head. He's been undergoing surgery for the last few hours. It's believed, incredibly, that his injuries are survivable. Meantime, other police officers caught up with him. He engaged them in a firefight. He was actually shot. The child that was at the scene, they have been cooperating. They basically handed themselves in. They've given police information, which has led them to that campsite that the police officer was mentioning, just about a few hundred meters from here, where they've encountered these other 2 children. There were fears that there would be lots of guns at the site, just like there were with Tom Phillips earlier, but this time they weren't, and the children handed themselves in. So now the focus will be on rehabilitating these 3 children. They were in there sort of 8, 6 and 5, I think, when they were taken. They're now 12, 10 and 9. So they've spent a long period of their life out in the bush, away from their friends, away from their family. They've been learning a lot about bushcraft, but maybe not so much English and maths and things like that.
And how much media attention has this received in New Zealand over the last 4 years, considering they're on the run for so long? And have police had anything to say about why he was so difficult to find?
Well, I mean, he was an experienced bushman. He knows this area really, really well. It's very, very remote here. So he could quite easily and often did evade the police. And he also, it is believed, and the police have said several times, he had help from members of the community. This is a very remote area. They're not the same attitudes to the police here as there would be in the big cities. So that's something that Aucklanders have found difficult to understand, but that there has been help for him along the way. So that's been part of the problem. He's been in the media quite a lot because we did go on raids of superettes, of businesses, of banks and things like that. It is known that he was carrying a gun for most of these sort of burglaries that he's been involved in. So the story has cropped up quite a lot. There was also a moment where some pig hunters encountered these 4 people in a field in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and there was a lot of aggression towards the pig hunters, and they worked out later that it must have been Tom Phillips and his 3 children. I mean, the obvious concern is that these children have been out in the bush so long. can they be rehabilitated? Can they go back to a member of the family? Can they sort of start building up relationships at school and with their friends again? Because it's been so long that they've been out and about, away from their family, away from their friends.
And has the mother made any comment today since this has all happened?
Yes, she has expressed her relief that these children are back now in police custody. They haven't yet seen the mother. There have been issues. I was talking about that custody battle about 3 or 4 years ago. She has had issues with the police as well over the years. So it's not certain that she will become there, be looking after them again. There are other members of the family who potentially could step in.
OK, we'll leave there. Adam Hollingworth reporting there from Waitomo in New Zealand.